we inserted 1 inch for our dart. So that's what we want to take that dart first. Now. So like this. We're taking our dart. So now we want to start snatching. I said that we want to reduce our waist by 6. If we are reducing our waist by 6, that means at the back we are removing 3 from the back, 3 from the front, right? So now this dart is not snatching anything. It's our normal dart we have just taken. So now I'm going to put half here, half here. So the half and half is already 1. Now the 1, you know, we said in total we want to snatch 3 for the front, 3 for the back. You know that in total half, that is 1. But realistically it is 2 because this is on fold.
Yes.
Nothing is confusing yet, right? We are okay.
Yes.
Half is 1. But realistically when we open this up, 2. So we are taking 2 from the front like that. Do you understand? So So now the next thing that we are doing is we are taking the same 1 here, 1. This place is just for so now, because this is our under bust parts. Our normal under bust parts. Do you understand? We just picked 1 here. We picked 1 here, so just to do our legs. Do you understand? Yes, it's just like we're contouring it. Do you understand? So we have only snatched 1 so far now, and we have snatched 2. So for the front remains 1. So let's leave that one now. Let's just have it at the back of our mind that we have 1 remaining. So we come to the shoulder. We divide our shoulder into 2.
Pour water in your face.
Then we connect it. So the next thing that we are going to do is here. As if we want to do
24.
What is 24?
25.
Exactly.
This one is the midpoint
now.
This one is the midpoint first.
But she knows what she's saying. You have lost.
Come back.
Find you.
Go and wash your face first.
Where?
Yeah.
We picked 1 here. It's just like, okay, the 1 that we picked here, let's pick it everywhere. That's just what we did, so that we can do our breasts contour parts.
Okay. From here to
You know that from here is half, is 1 because we picked half before to replace this our that.
Yes.
Then we now picked another half to now tighten our waist now. You understand? So every other place is just 1 from here, 1 from here. So in simple English, we just picked 1. Do you understand?
Please, you have that water.
So on our side, you know that our front half length and our back half length, they are not always the same.
Yes.
So we are using 2 inches, came down by 2 inches. So that means if our front half length is 16.5, our back half length is going to be what? 14.5. No matter. Please help me remove it.
The 2 inches you brought it down.
It's It's not the 2 inches here. You don't have anything to do with this.
I'd like to have something.
Just
From
2
the-
inches,
2 inches.
from your bust point
Okay.
down.
That one is
Come down.
standard.
Everybody just go down
Okay.
like that. Oh yeah, ask. You
It's
have
what
gotten
wanted
your
to
answer. Have you gotten your answer from the question she asked?
Yes, I know it's. I don't want to call it a stupid question, but I get what I'm
There is
saying.
no stupid question.
No, I get what I want.
You have sure gotten
Yes, I've
solution to your
gotten
problem.
it.
That's all. That's all that matters.
Because eventually,
Oh, yeah.
this is going to be 14.5. I can't
Exactly.
do it to the back.
It's low, right? So just the way we measured our contour is the same thing that we are doing. So you can see that freehand deal, pattern deal, they are still like woven together in a way. That's why I said if your freehand game is good, you might not be using pattern always. Oh yeah,
You see you too.
oh yeah.
You see,
So you measure what you have here,
Yes.
just the way we did before. So we have like about 3.3. We already know 3.3 is 100%, right?
Yes.
So now, the amount of tightening you want to use now depends on you, but you can use 50% to tighten it. You understand? You can use 50%. So 50% of this is what?
1.7.
1 point something.
1.7.
This is like it doesn't have hand now.
No.
1.6. But what is 50%?
Yes, because this is freehand now. The major place, our focus is to tighten the overbust here. This is an overbust corset. So we want to know what we will use to tighten this our overbust here. You understand?
Just like you took that 25 away.
Let me open it
I
back.
understand.
So if I'm opening it back now, another thing I missed is that from your bust point, you can go up by let's say 3.5 or 4 for your overbust measurements to know
Okay.
where you want to cover. About 3.5 or 4
From the bust line.
from your bust point all the way up.
I
All
want
the way.
3.5.
Anything you wish.
My lady.
Okay, so now I can bring it back.
Ma, please write overbust on it. Overbust. So that one.
Overbust. Ooh. Okay, so 1 point skinny come. Just the way we did, we return it abi on our shoulder like this. From here to we put it like this, right? So on our shoulder to get our new armhole. We use our straight ruler. Yeah.
You know, I just want to know, since because we're using freehand pattern, we use 50% for the contour.
But
But
on
if
our this thing,
Victorian.
do you know why we are using?
I don't feel-
Do you know why we are using 50%? It's simple.
It's
Or even on our this thing is off shoulder, but it has small armhole. What we are trying to do now, it has small armhole. So even logically on our pattern, anything that has small armhole, that the armhole is not full, is 50%. Please let me take it. So do you understand? Simple. It's not that difficult. So the difference between that one and this one is that on both sides we take 50%. You know that on our pattern, we only pick it on one side and we blend it. But this one we are doing it. So we have the dart on both sides so that it can hold
Hold it very
Okay.
well.
very well. So are we together? We are together. Okay, so the last I even don't say it's not difficult. So the last thing that we are doing is, remember we still have one to tighten, right? So you pick any point here. You can divide what you have left here. You can divide it into 2 like this and just connect it And sometimes you don't have to divide it into two. You can also tilt it a little like this, something like this. You know, like I said, we are doing V concepts like this. So that one that we have left, so that means realistically we are doing 0.25, 0.25.
Yes. Yes.
You get
Fold.
because that would be half. So half is now 1. We understand, right?
It's when you reconnect it to.
Connected it to the original armor.
Oh, sorry. I like that question is necessary because this is our new armor. That question is very, very necessary. So you're supposed to meet. This is our previous armor. We don't need it. This is our new armor. That question was very, very necessary. So we now do our 0.25, 0.25, and you connect it. Do not forget, now we have snapped our fronts by 3, but don't forget that this part, it has eaten your hips, so we have to return it. Remember that it was our normal hip that was there, so we have to return it. And use your normal hip curve so that you have a better curve. Then depending on the shape that you have at your base, it can be something like this. It can be something like this, you understand? So we are done with the upper. Okay, the neckline. So the type of neckline that you want to do depends on you. So now, because we used our back measurements, if you insert this, if you use this back, it's going to be wide. Do you understand? It will be following your back. So sometimes it's not always cute. If you are trying to do that type of design that I sent to you, and you use this your normal back, you know that we have returned whatever we want to take out here. We returned it back here. If we use this one, it's always wide. Do you understand? So you can measure what you just, instead of using your normal back now, you can measure just what you have from here to here. That's about 13. So now, the only way I can make this possible is if I slit. So you can confirm if what you have here is okay. We have about
14. No, 13.5.
Almost 14. But when I did here, I had about 13. So you can just reduce it a little. So now you do any type of shape that you want for your neckline. Let's say I want my neckline a little deep. So I do something like this. So the depth depends on where you are starting from. You understand? This is just 8. 8.5, let's say about 9. And the other type is the one that is always over, like this, not deep. So if it is deep, just close it the same way like this and come over like this. Do you get?
Okay.
Back to your arm. Do you understand what I'm saying? The one like that one that Dami is beading is over like this. So if it is over like this, you connect it this way. But if it is V like this, you come down. Do you get it? So basically, that's all for the front. So for your back, because this place will not contain, we're not going to cut this on today. Let me try to seal it back so it does not seal. So we are done like that. You can see that.
So please, how many did you use here?
2. I remove 1.5 from my nipple uniform. Okay, so I want to use this as my lower part because you know that my bum might not be able to contain here.
Yes.
And you know that now my half length is like 14. So now instead of the full length to be 24, the full length will now be 22. My half length is 14.5. So my full length is 22. Do you understand? So every other thing remains constant. Your back, your armhole, then your half length, then your top length. So on our waists, we still measure our bust 9.5, right? Our waist 7.5 plus 1 inch that. Then our hip 11. We connect it.
Oh God.
So now don't forget that at the back also we want to remove 3 inches. So technically that would be we are removing 1.5 on fold, Abby?
Yes.
Okay. So hey, these people are sleepy. The blood of Jesus. We're almost done. So the next thing that we are doing is that what we have here, we divide it into 3. What we have here on this our waistline, we divide it into 3. That's 8.5. So that can give us maybe 2.75, 2.75, and the last one. So I extend my darts like this. So we pick half Shebi. That's our normal darts. Abby? The half is our normal darts. We will not pick 2.5. So we now have 1.5 to pick, technically 3. So we pick half again. That means we have picked 2. Abby?
Yes.
Half. That means we have picked 2 like that from our back. Abby?
Yes.
The last one, we pick half. That means we have picked 1.5. Are we together?
Yes.
So that means we have picked 3. Are we together?
Yes.
So that's all.
So the eyelet will not be there. Was it?
So the eyelet, you remove the eyelet point. So if you are putting extra whatever, that means you have to shift your dart.
I don't understand.
If you are putting the panel at your back,
But if it is just the normal,
If you are putting the panel at your back, the safe way is just to, after removing this one, just eradicate this first one completely, so that you can put the panel. Do you understand? You know, if we remove maybe 1.5 now for our back, this first one, just
be affected. So
remove
just clean
it
it
completely. So it's not like you're cleaning it away. You just know that this part
It has been
it has been removed. You are replacing it with your panel. You know, normally if we remove our back opening, we'll still have small left. So instead of, so just remove everything you have on the first one completely, then replace it with your panel. Do you understand?
Now,
so that the dance will not memory.
That's a small one. Ilé tó fi kún bí báyìí, à ní fi sí mú.
Do you get it?
you want to,
So you want to cut it. This is one, this is two, like that. So this one is no longer there. But if you are not putting that in, you still have to cut that last one and label it up, down, side, join.
Okay, that this one will not be 1, 2.
So you label it, but the way I label it, I label 1, I label 2, I label 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you understand? This one is joining to this one, this one is joining to this one, this one is joining to the side, this one is joining to this one, this one is joining to this one. And labeling of up and down, especially for the back, is very, very important. Eh?
not back to the starter.
It will the scatter here because they
use
look
all
alike.
that.
So let's go and iron that one. So that we can
Hey,
sew that one.
sauce.